Hey guys, Drew here, and this week I'm super excited to talk to you because this week on July 1st, the first ever adult use retail marijuana shops opened up in the state of Nevada. So if you're one of the 40 million tourists that come to Vegas every year and are planning on coming on your next trip and buying and consuming legal marijuana, that's great. But you gotta know that with these new laws come a lot of rules and regulations that you should be aware of. Who can buy recreational marijuana? This one's pretty simple. Any adult 21 years or older with a valid ID. This means state ID, driver's license, passport works, maybe even your birth certificate, I don't know. But you gotta have some way to prove that you're 21 years old. And that's pretty much it. Unlike a lot of people may think, now that it is legal for adults, doesn't mean that marijuana is available on every corner store and gas station. Marijuana is now available in 33 recreational shops all around the Vegas Valley. So there's some near your hotel, there's some on the north side, there's some on the south side. The best way to find the right one is to go onto a website like weedmaps.com or just Google in your area for recreational dispensaries. You can go on there and check out their menus, their hours, anything like that, and pick the dispensary that's right for you. If you've ever been into a store in Colorado or Washington or a medical store in any other state, the selections are gonna be pretty similar. You're gonna have your basic marijuana flower. You're gonna have concentrates like waxes and oils of that nature. You're going to have kind of like concentrates. You can have vape pens will be available, as well as a variety of different edible products. They may have, depending on the store, may have some other topical creams and things of that nature, but when it comes down to it, flower, edibles, concentrates, and vape pens are gonna be your primary categories that you'll be able to find at any dispensary. So Las Vegas is famous for the fact that you can consume alcohol on the strip in the downtown area in public, and it's totally fine. However, unfortunately, this leeway did not carry over to marijuana. So keep in mind that when you're walking down the strip or you're even in any public area, it is illegal to spark up that joint, smoke your vape pen, even consume edibles. So be safe out there and don't consume in public. So you can't smoke in public, you can't consume in public, and even in your hotel room, it's still not allowed. This is mostly because hotels have their own policies forbidding it. So most hotels have casinos in them, and those casinos are covered by the Nevada Gaming Commission and also other federal authorities. So allowing a federally illegal substance to be consumed on their property could potentially jeopardize that gambling license of that hotel. And as we all know, that gambling is the lifeblood of these hotels, and there's no way that they're gonna take a risk with that. If you can't smoke in public, you can't smoke in your hotel room, and you're a tourist, where the heck can you smoke? A lot of people might take refuge in their cars, in the driving around, in a parking garage, anywhere. Unfortunately, your car is not safe either. So while it is tempting to consume in your car, you gotta know that it is still technically illegal and it still counts as smoking in public. So this is really leaving tourists in kind of a sticky situation, pun intended, in Nevada, because they can now legally buy cannabis, but they're kind of hung out to dry as far as places that they can consume it. By limiting consumption to private residences, unless tourists find local friends or people who will let them use their home, they have no legal place to consume this product that they can legally buy. So I cannot recommend that you consume cannabis anywhere outside of a private residence where it is legal. All I can tell you is that if you are buying cannabis in Las Vegas, you plan to consume it, try to find a private residence, try to find some friends, and if you can't, just know that you're technically in violation of the laws. Cannabis is legal in Nevada now. What happens if you do get caught? As far as smoking in your hotel room, that will most likely be dealt with as an internal matter. You may have to pay some fines for having smoke in a room. The hotel reserves the right to kick you out of there. Most likely the authorities will not get involved, but that's always a possibility. As far as smoking in public, if you're in your car or in public anywhere and you get caught consuming cannabis, it is punishable as a misdemeanor and up to a $600 fine. So it's legal now, it's no longer a felony. It's not a huge deal, but nobody wants a misdemeanor or to pay $600 to the state. So until the state finds a way to legally allow tourists to safely consume cannabis, just be really careful out there and be mindful of those rules. Now, there's also some confusion about this. People frequently ask, well, if I'm taking legal cannabis from Nevada and driving back to, say, California, where it is also legal, then is that allowed? And unfortunately, the answer is still no, you can't do that. Because even though you're going from one legal state to another legal state, whenever you cross a border, that becomes a federal issue, and cannabis, as we all know, is still illegal at the federal level. So the answer is no, you can't take your cannabis out of Nevada. So I recommend finishing whatever you have or just leaving it in your hotel room, giving it to a friend. Don't try to leave the state with it. All right, so those are my big tips for any of you hoping to come to Vegas to enjoy some recreational cannabis. If you guys think I missed anything or you have any other comments or questions, feel free to shoot me an email here or leave us a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned to our social media and website for more info, and thanks for watching.